Well, good time of day to you, my chess friends. This is Grandmaster Yermolinaky, fresh off an exciting live broadcast from round one of the first, and we hope not the last, Sinquefield Cup. First super tournament played in the United States since the Pyatigorski Cup. And my partner in the virtual booth today was my good friend and colleague Grandmaster Larry Christensen. And it's usually the way it goes with Larry, we just looked at a lot of tactics. And thankfully, the games accommodated. I will briefly mention that, American chess fans, of course, have something to cheer about because their hero, Hikaru Nakamura, today defeated Levon Aronian with the white pieces. Although not without certain help from his opponent. Levon, who's been kind of struggling with his chess in the past few months or so, had a good position and then blundered away the exchange, and Hikaru scored first victory. While this was happening, Magnus Carlsen was tightening the screws against the other American participant, defending US champion Gata Kamsky. And now, let's go and look at the game. Look what happened. So, Magnus starts with knight f3. As I mentioned, that move doesn't mean the Reti or King's Indian attack. It could be just a move order thing. And indeed, in a few moves, we got a regular Slav with Chebanenko variety, which Gata has been playing for the past 24 years or so. And what Gata likes to do in this position, he likes to play g6. And that's his own hybrid, mixing the Schwechter with the Chebanenko. But for this encounter, he played the more theoretical move, more conventional move, bishop f5. Now, when the Chebanenko line just started and nobody knew who Chebanenko was, it was played by late great British Grandmaster, English Grandmaster Tony Miles, who in this position, in reply to Queen b3, played this extravagant looking move, Rook a7. Actually, Magnus Carlsen played it against Boris Gelfand in a game that he brilliantly won. Now, despite the inconvenience that Black is experiencing with defending that pawn on b7, obviously his position remains very solid, and eventually the rook may return. I will also mention this line, which used to be considered very good for white because of the upcoming destruction of the black queen side, until this move was found. That's a funny pawn sacrifice. And now black is ready to put the knight out and attack the queen with the rook from b8. So all in all, bishop f5 is making a comeback. And no wonder, since Carlsen played it himself, and when he faced it with white, he played a very solid move, bishop d3. Now, well, Carlsen can exchange pieces. He doesn't have to complicate matters. He can just play the simplest looking moves and he would still win. Alright. Now, this kind of structure has been known for a very long time, and the move bishop b4 is designed to provoke a3. In reply to this, the bishop would go back, because in later development, somehow white will suffer a little bit because of the weakness of the b3 square. We discussed it with Larry, of course, during the broadcast. It's not really such a big deal, but bishop b4 is very fashionable. What happened? Bishop d2. Now, this is a poisonous little one. Well, for example, after knight bd7, white probably can win a pawn by playing this. Of course, if bishop takes d2, then he has time to take on f6 and then recapture the bishop. But after knight takes, and takes here, and takes over there, well, there is this move.